Hi, now we'll see how to create availability sets. Okay, we'll see from all services you can find availability sets. Okay, or else you can find from here also. You can search from here directly from home. Here availability, see availability sets. From here you can create availability sets and whatever the VMs you want to keep into availability sets, you can configure the availability sets. For that you need to create availability set. From here create availability set, you have to create availability set. For this, the basic information required is subscription name, the resource group. So whatever the existing is there you can select, or else if you want to create new, you can create new resource group by giving any name. Okay, already we have so many resource groups, we'll give one resource group. Okay, for this you can select any resource group. I'll give this one. Okay, or else one more thing, I'll give this one. Now instance details like availability set name, I'll give avail set 1. Okay, central views I'll keep it as same. Whatever the region you want, location you can set. Okay, I'm giving fault domains. Fault domains will be, you can set different fault domains. How many fault domains, how many update domains we need to configure. By increasing this we can configure the update domains. Okay, by configuring this the VMs will be in different update domains. So what is fault domain, what is update domain? Means the fault domain is a physical server which is sharing the same power supply and switch. Okay, that means for understanding purpose you can say physical server, a single physical server, we call it as fault domain. Okay, so whatever the VMs we are putting into this availability set, it will be shared to two fault domains. Like one VM will be in one server and another VM will be in another server. Due to this, if any server will get will get down, like is there any power supply issue or anything is happened to this server, physical server, the another server will be in running condition. Okay, from this server whatever the VM is available, we can get the availability from that particular server. Okay, this is what the fault domain. Update domain in the sense, in this particular physical server, for example, as I told you, two fault domains. In every fault domain there are multiple update domains, like we can say racks. So if I show you clearly, I will show see, as I said, see fault domain, update domain. I'll tell you clearly. For example, see this is a one physical server. Okay, and this is one more physical server. We can say this is fault domain. Okay, and this is fault domain 1 and this is fault domain 2. So this will be having the power supply and this will be having another power supply. For example, if there any issue with the power supply, this server will get down. Okay, at that time if we have virtual machine in this server, so it will be coming down. That is why we are putting our virtual machine in this fault domain as well as this fault domain. Okay, this is what the fault domain. Coming to the update domain, see fault domain is got cleared. Two fault domains. Update domain. What is update domain? There are so many instances. Update domain. How many update domains you need? Minimum will be 5. Okay. So update domain in the sense in this physical server whatever is there. So there are multiple racks like this. Okay. There are multiple racks. So each rack will be one update domain. This is update domain 1, update domain 2, update domain 3, update domain 4, 5, 6 like this. Okay, and the same thing it will be here also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are all update domains. Okay, if you select 5 update domains, that will be like, see for example we are keeping one VM here and one more VM here and one more VM here and one more VM here. Like this, total 5 update domains can be used as we configured here. This is for the configuration what we are giving here. Okay, 2 fault domain and 5 update domains. So this is what the meaning what we are selecting for domain as well as update domain. Use managed disks. Okay, managed disks in the sense, as I told you previously, managed disks are managed by the Azure itself in the backend. Okay, so if you select managed disk, yes, the managed disk will be managed by the Azure. Okay, this is not managed by you. This is how the availability set configuration will be. By reviewing and creating, you can create the availability set. If you validation passed, you can create the availability set. It will take few minutes. See, availability set deployment is in progress. Now deployment is completed. Go to resource. You can find availability set or your resource group, location central US, subscription, all the things we have already. Fault domains 2, update domains 5, what we configured. Okay,